Hey guys, today we're going to talk about using Google Classroom. We're going to be using this quite a bit whenever we do classwork assignments, maybe some take-home quizzes or a test. We're going to be using this site quite often. First thing that you're going to need to do is log into classroom.google.com with your school email address and password. Second, you're going to want to click the plus sign to enroll in your class. And third, enter the enrollment code that I've given to you. It'll be a combination of letters and numbers. I don't believe it's case sensitive, but you might want to try to make it case sensitive just in case. You should now be enrolled and ready to submit and receive assignments. Now we need to make sure you know how to submit an assignment. To submit a Google Doc, first you need to make sure you are signed in to Google Docs with your school Gmail account. Second, you need to make sure that the link sharing is turned on for each document you are going to submit. And third, you need to add the Google Doc or Docs to the Google Classroom assignment and then press either submit or it might be called turn in. Using Google Docs, you must have the Google Docs app installed on your device to edit and create a Google Doc. Now a little troubleshooting. If you can't find the Google Doc when you're trying to submit, first make sure that you're logged in with your school Gmail account. If you're not logged in with the school Gmail, maybe you have your personal account logged in, you're going to have to manage your accounts, log out, and then log back in with your school Gmail. Or second, you need to make sure that you have your link sharing turned on. Most of the time you click the three little dots of the document, and then you click share, and then typically if the link sharing is turned off, it looks like a little padlock. When you click it, it turns into a link and it changes colors typically. And it will also tell you that anyone with that link can view the document. And it will also maybe say link sharing is now on. So you got to make sure that link sharing is turned on. Otherwise, it's not shareable with anybody except any specific person you give the link to or you give rights to. But you got to change that little padlock to a link where link sharing is turned on. Another thing that we have an issue with, if you can't edit a Google Doc, first you got to make sure Google Docs is on your device. And then you also got to make sure you're logged in with your school Gmail. If you've tried everything and still cannot upload a Google Doc, you may upload a picture, but the picture must include the following. It must have answers handwritten on a piece of notebook paper or graph paper. Handwritten on a piece of notebook paper or graph paper. Guys, this basically means this cannot be a screenshot on your phone. You can't type it up in your phone and do a screenshot. You can't type it on your iPad and do a screenshot. You need to write it down on a piece of paper and then take a picture and submit that picture. But it must also include your first and last name, the date, the class period in the upper left-hand corner of the paper. And lastly, you need to somehow incorporate your face or your student ID in that picture. Your picture will not be accepted if I, the teacher, if any of the following occurs. The name, date, or class period looks like it's been erased and written over. If the ID is not the current school year. If the handwriting is not consistent with previous handwritten submissions. And if the answers are not legible. And guys, these four are probably the main four. And I'll be looking to add to this list, and this list may grow throughout the school year. I will let you know that. But guys, that's pretty much everything that we're going to make sure we know how to do inside of the first week of school. And welcome to AQR Online.